introduce myself fully as to who I am for those who are new here. I am the founder and the host of the Unleashing Potentials podcast. I am a Haitian Canadian adoptee, mother, mental health advocate, and I have a vision, passion, and impact that I want to make into this world with you. All right. So for those who are new to the podcast platform, the podcast community, welcome. A very warm welcome from me, and also those who have been part of the podcast, especially if you're plugged into the podcast Facebook group. All right. So welcome. And I'm going to be sharing some announcements. I normally try to do those once a week, but I'm doing them as I feel that as needed, right? Because it gets repetitive if I keep saying the same thing every time, but I find that it's helpful for people who are new to the podcast. Maybe it's a little bit of teaser or refreshing for those who already been on the podcast. All right. So if you're new on the podcast community, welcome. If you're waiting to be on the podcast, welcome. Here are some key things that I personally ask for you to come on my podcast. It's very different. Every podcaster is different, but that's how I roll. That's my uh, lines. And I like to have things structured so I know exactly what's going to happen, even though it doesn't always happen. All right. Okay. So let me get into it. Okay. So for new, I'm going to do new guest, even though it applies. Sorry, my cat's distracting me. Even though it applies for everybody who wants to come on the podcast. All right. So for new guest, I need a picture of you. Okay. Some people send me in the past 2, 3 pictures, and I pick the best one out of them. Not that they're not good. Okay. And when you send me pictures, please send me, if you can find decent professional pictures. If they're not professional, just something clear. Because if there's a lot in the background of your picture, I think it depends on what it is. Okay. If you're chilling in Cancun or by the beach and there's beautiful trees behind you, send those to me. Okay. But if there's chaos behind you in the background, here's what it does. It takes away from the cover, your episode cover. Okay. So please send me those. Okay. Thank you. All right. And then what else? Send me your bio. Okay. When you send me your bio, it gives people a sense of an idea of who you are. And also, when you send me your bio, I don't edit it. I don't remove anything because that's you. That's essentially you, not only talking through audio or video while you do your interview, but that's a piece of your information that remains authentic that you've written. I don't pick at it. I just leave it as it is. Okay. So if you don't send me your bio, how are people going to know who you are? How am I going to know who you are? Maybe you've told me who you are, but how am I going to edit and title and do all the jazz with your episode? Okay. I really need your bio, people. Send those to me. Okay. Your bio, your pictures. And also, another thing I need from you are links. Here's what I mean by links. There's different names for them. Okay. It depends on which terms we're talking here, which social media term we're talking. Links, I mean social links. Are you on Facebook? Yes, great. Send me those links. Are you on Instagram, TikTok, or I don't know, whatever else they have out there? Just send those to me, okay? When you send those to me, I put them in your episode description, and that way people can find you, okay? It saves me the extra work of saying, hey, this is where you can find this person, where I may not have the link of where they can find you. Then that makes me look like a really bad host, okay? So just send it to me, please. Those 3 things are very important. Your bio, your picture, and links, okay? And yeah, I've mentioned make sure your picture is clear. Here's what happens, you guys, when you don't send me those information. I will skip you and I will go ahead with someone who actually sent me what I asked for. And here's what that means for you if I don't receive those. It sounds like a threat, but it's not. Okay, it will delay your episodes from getting released. Okay, let's say Susie sent me everything I asked for, Johnny sent me half of what I asked for. Whose episode am I going to release? Susie's. All right. Send all of it to me. Okay. Hopefully that helps.